County leaders officially broke ground for a new stadium that will house the expansion football team and the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo. The stadium is scheduled to open in August 2002 and will be
the Houston Texans Stadium was officially opened on August 24th, 2002, originally called Reliance Stadium and later known as NRG Stadium as their official stadium name.
So we have some tough choices to make.
Houston Texans, Apollos.
Naturally, it's good to get football up front, isn't it? Dan Marino will retire this Monday, saying no to playing in Minnesota or to go back to the Dolphins. And Houston, of course, today began its run toward opening a new home for that new team. The new stadium had its ground broken today and a lot near the dome. It'll make the dome look like one of those old sheds you put the rake and mower in out behind the house. 2 years to complete, and the commission thinks the team might match the building.
I think one of the messages that has to go out here from here today is to the Steelers and the Broncos, to the Dolphins and the Bills and everybody in the NFL, beware again of Houston.
Schedule when they begin play less than a year from now.
I was talking to Miller McCalman, who's director of scouting for the Texans, and he said the league is so even this year after 2 weeks. If they get a couple of really good players, he thinks they've got a great chance to win some games next year.
What do you say we go to the podium right now? Listen to Bob McNair as he and his wife Janice are about to unveil the newest colors of the inaugural Houston Texans.
Watch out. So here we go. Let's start with a countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
The Houston Texans' original uniforms were first unveiled to the public on September 25th, 2001. This was ahead of the team's debut NFL season in 2002.
What do you think? They look pretty good.
I do. I like them a lot. The white jerseys are the road uniforms. Those will have matching blue pants with red and blue stripe. And then on the right-hand side, the navy blue jerseys, the home jersey, and that will, of course, go with corresponding white pants with the red and blue trim. I think it's a sharp, sharp look. What do you think?
I do. I like it a lot. They had toyed with the idea of going with the white helmets. They go with the steel blue helmet. I happen to have one that I'm holding right here, which I'm guessing a guy handed it to me. It must be mine. It's probably too small for this gourd head I have, but that's a good look, and that's the road uniform right there.
You got
and that'll be the one that Chris will present his challenge, and it'll be all right. Now, if they get it, what are the chances they get a guy named Houston? That'll be all right.
In that case, the guy stitching the names, they'll have one less jersey to stitch. But if you want to try that helmet on, I'll hold your microphone.
No, I probably can't get it over my head.
Of course, I like how Mr. McNair earlier, this is blue, steel blue, and this is battle red with white. He really likes these colors. He was emphatic about it earlier, and I think this is a great start. Yet another great step in this franchise's history.
We figure there's got to be 2,500, 3,000 people down here ready to buy some of these jerseys, etc. So September 8th, 2002, that's when they put them on for real.
And the jerseys go on sale.
Welcome to America's fourth largest city. After 5 seasons without football, the NFL is back. The Houston Texans take off on their journey. Next, live.
CLS is go for ET, LO2, pressure station.
Cap Compass is flight control. Do we have a response from Expedition 4? Negative flight. We have no word from Expedition 4.
That's good, Dr. Stevie.
They are aware the clock is running. Houston, stand by flight. Go ahead, Expedition 4.
Houston, we have a collision.
You are go for liftoff. Maintain propulsion and velocity. We have reached maximum payload.
That's one small step for man.
Watch your trajectory. Keep it steady. Steady. Touchdown.
One giant leap for man.
Gentlemen, welcome to the expansion draft.
Houston, we solved your problem.
Roger that.
live inside the Brown Convention Center in downtown Houston, where the Texans
Houston Texans held their expansion draft on February 18, 2002, selecting 19 unprotected players from existing NFL franchises to form the roster for their inaugural season. The team was awarded the first overall pick in the subsequent 2002 NFL draft, and they used the expansion to establish their core players, prioritizing salary cap thresholds and veteran leadership to make
Welcome
their
to the
team.
expansion draft. The last expansion draft we'll probably see for a while, but a very exciting day. We've been in Houston all weekend, and we can tell you they're ready for their football to come back.
If the guy's taking number one that we believe is going to be taking number one, tone and tempo is going to be set right away for this football team, because if it's Tony Baselli, they're going to be mean, they're going to be nasty, and they're going to be to deal with.
There is no doubt about it. There is depth not only at Tony Baselli's position, but the offensive line in general. If you're a quarterback or running back, you come to this Texan franchise, you're going to have some beef in front of you. You're going to have protection as a quarterback and room to run as a running back.
Chris Mortensen and John Clayton are here with us.
Texans actually in this expansion draft would actually go on to draft Aaron Glenn from the Jets to bring over to the Texans, and now later on he is now the Jets head coach.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's good to be back in Houston. Welcome to the Houston Texans Expansion Draft. To all of you, the 3,000 fans live here in Houston today, and a national television audience on ESPN, the time is here. The Houston Texans are on the clock.
Well, with the Texans on the clock, here are the rules they are working under for this expansion draft. They can take between 30 and 42 players, or 38% of the 2002 salary cap. They'll go that way. All the NFL teams protected all but 5 players in their roster, punters and kickers, not a part of this expansion draft. Only one player that's been around the league 10 years or more can be on the list, thus selected here today. After a pick, your favorite NFL team at home, if it's not the Texans, can pull back one player off their unprotected list, and after a second player is selected, they can pull back the remainder of their list. However, this is significant in this draft. Many teams who are handicapped by the salary cap are going to keep their players out there, and that's why we're going to see teams like Baltimore, Jacksonville, and the Jets lose multiple players, in all likelihood, in this expansion draft this afternoon. This is not your toddler's expansion draft back to the Browns 3 years ago. There are a lot of good players. 155 on the list, 25 of them have been to the Pro Bowl. As you watch, on this side, you're going to see a list of your favorite team in the NFL, the players they left unprotected. On the bottom of the screen, you'll see who the Texans select, how much money they spend, and where they are in reaching those minimums that we discussed in the expansion draft rules. Given all that, you've gone over the list, culled it, looked at it, assessed it. Who's the best available talent out there?
Well, you have to headline that list with a guy. You start from the inside out. You want to be dominant up front, both on the offense and defensive lines. So when you look at this list, you'll see a guy like Tony Baselli headlining the way. Number one, Charlie Batch. Ron Jaworski made me pick this guy because he believes Charlie Batch can be a player in this league. I think a steal would be a Charlie Rogers, who is a return man on this list. And when you see the second page, you're going to see a top-notch corner in Aaron Glenn, a top-notch defensive tackle in Gary Walker. You're going to see a swing guy and Matthew Campbell that can play all 3 interior line positions. So I think when you look at my list and compare to who the Houston guys take, I think you're going to see a team that can be well put together, built from the front back.
And I agree with you. I do like Charlie Batch, but I don't think he fits the profile of what they want here in Houston. This team will build with a young quarterback. It'll either be David Carr or Joey Harrington, guys that will be their quarterback for a long time. Then there are some players that can fill a need. And you look at these guys, some of them are overpriced, some of them are too old. They do not fit the profile once again. But I believe Danny Werfel does. He's an inexpensive quarterback with some experience. And what you're going to need after this draft, as you begin to practice, go through mini camps, go through the off-season workouts, is a quarterback with experience that can get your team in and out of the huddle, lined up properly, and allow all the other players to integrate within the offensive system.
This all the input for the selections to be made by these gentlemen. Charlie Casserly He's the general manager, directs football operations, part of the Redskin title days, has been on the job for 13 months, just like Dom Capers, the head coach of the Houston Texans, who got the expansion experience going in Carolina. 2 years as the Jacksonville defensive coordinator. Now he takes over, and fans are ready for the Texans to select. We'll meet the first taken in the expansion draft in 2002 when we come back to Houston after this. With you in Houston, we told you about the head coach and the general manager. It all starts with the owner, Bob McNair. He's with Chris Mortensen. Mort?
Well, Mike, Bob McNair here. I assure you, not George Bush, the President of the United States, is the most popular man in Houston
Texans'
today.
first pick in their expansion draft was actually a player who the Jacksonville Jaguars selected for their first player to be drafted in the regular draft for their team, being selected No. 2 overall in the 1995 NFL draft, and this player was Tony Baselli. Tony Baselli would go on to become a legendary player for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now he would be drafted in the expansion draft for the Houston Texans. Tony Baselli would go on to be a premier tackle in the NFL, premier left tackles in the NFL, and he would go on to be a Hall of Fame player, being enshrined into the Canton Pro Football Hall of Fame in 2022.
Getting there is still enjoyable.
Yes, it is. It is outstanding.
The first players that we select are going to be the nucleus of our team. They're going to be the veteran group. They're going to provide the leadership that is so necessary for our team in these early years. The person that we're selecting as our number 1 pick is an all-pro on the field. He's an all-pro off the field. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler. He's an offensive tackle, Tony Baselli.
Baselli was Jacksonville's first pick in the college draft. Now he's the Texans' first pick in the expansion draft.
And you see his number, Mike, at 6'8", He is one of the highest paid offensive linemen in this draft, and deservedly so. What he brings is he's a great player with his hands. He's a space eater. He is dominant. He is the guy that finishes plays like no other. You see right here, he's a guy that's going to wipe the defensive tackle all the way down. John, I think this is an outstanding pick for a franchise going somewhere very soon.
Mike, I am with Tony Baselli. Tony, can you just describe the emotions that you're going through right now?
Well, I'm extremely excited to be here in Houston and to be part of this franchise. I think it's going to be very successful. There's a great organization, great ownership, great coaching staff, and obviously great fans, and I'm excited. It's a great sports city. It's going to be a great place to play football.
It's not all Oilers of all. Ray Childress, a perennial Pro Bowl defensive lineman. 11 years with the Houston Oilers. Last year was 1996, the last time that the Oilers played here. And Ray, I have to say, they keep sending these big, good-looking guys next to me. You look like you're ready to play. Can you describe just what this means to the city of Houston?
Well, I think everybody's fired up. I think everyone's excited. You know, I think everyone's confident that Bob's going to be a great owner. We have a great organization. I think we're fortunate to have Charlie Cashley and Dom Capers. And I'm ready to get started.
Well, we're going to give you a chance to go up there and make a selection for the Houston Texans. Mike?
Chris, Ray Childress, also part of the ownership group in a small portion. Great to have a Houston football name as part of the team. Selection 2 for the Texans.
With the second selection of the NFL Expansion Draft, the Houston Texans select Ryan Young.
Ryan Young, offensive tackle from the New York Jets. One of the 8 players brought to Houston by the Texans. This is the best guy out there when you factor in ability, salary cap number, which is very low, and youth. And here you have 2 tackles on each side where you know, barring injury, first weekend of September, kickoff 2002, they will start a tackle for the Houston Texans.
If Tony Baselli is identity, then now you have credibility with Ryan Young. And when you say credibility, this guy was probably the most shocked of being on the expansion draft. So now playing with Tony Baselli, he gets a new...
With the third pick The Texans have selected from the New York Jets defensive back Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn, a very popular pick, not just for his ability on the field in his 8 NFL seasons, but he's a native of Humble, Texas, Houston suburb. Went to Nimitz High School, so it's welcome home to the starting cornerback in all likelihood in the defensive secondary of the Texans.
Selected from Jacksonville, defensive tackle Gary Walker.
Gary Walker becomes the first ever player who was in the Pro Bowl in February to be taken later that month in an expansion draft. This is a Pro Bowl player at age 28, a $5.25 million cap hit, but he'll also hit some offensive linemen and running backs and anything else in his way.
Oh, yes, he will, Mike. And remember, they are in the exact same conference now with the Houston Texans, so the Texans might be guaranteed to win 2 games. When you talk about Gary Walker,
Clay Walker with the announcement of the selection.
Selection number 5, Mambo number 5. The Houston Texans select Jamie Sharper.
Jamie Sharper of the Super Bowl champions from 2 years ago, Baltimore Ravens. A linebacker entering year 6 in the NFL, and the Ravens have also not pulled anyone back, but Bob McNair, the owner, welcomes back-to-back good defensive players. Jamie Sharper, his brother Darren's in Green Bay, now moves from Baltimore to Houston.
Number 6, the Texans have selected from Baltimore wide receiver Jermaine Lewis.
So you have a second Baltimore Raven along with the 2 Jacksonville Jaguars and 2 New York Jets selected thus far. Yes, he is a wide receiver, but he's also a 2-time Pro Bowler in the kick return position. Was in Honolulu for the Pro Bowl earlier this month. And Sterling, this is the guy that you love in this expansion draft.
this is my guy, Mike, because of the fact that the offenses, I think, is going to struggle, going to take some time to gel. What J. Lou brings is the ability, of course, you know about the return.
With pick number 7, the Texans have selected from the New York Jets defensive back Marcus Coleman.
Well, that's a perhaps youngest Texans fan here. We'll get to know the New York Jets of 2001 very well. This is the 3rd Jet, both starting cornerbacks taken from Herm Edwards' team, Ron.
Well, when you look at Herman Edwards, he likes guys that play a physical style of play, so I think he's going to miss Marcus Coleman.
Some of the Houston celebrities very much involved in this community, chipping in on Expansion Draft 2002.
The Little Old Band from Texas would like to welcome to the Little Old football team from Texas.
The number 8 selection, Seth Payne.
Dom Capers head coach, Charlie Casserly GM.
This was a huge draft for the Houston Texans, and once again, the Houston Texans would go on to select 19 unprotected players in the 2002 expansion draft that they had.
Linemen, relative terms, age 26. All these players drafted today are under the age of 30.
Yeah, Mike, and one thing you notice about Seth Payne, he's a run stopper. And you just look historically what's happened the last couple of years in this league.
There's going to be that type of interest. There's going to be a lot of speculation of who's going to be the first pick and what kids are going to actually be starring for this team. And before I guess we get to the unveiling, let me ask you, what's your pick? Do you have an idea?
Well, I'm going to go with the common layman, the Texans and Bob McNair.
Here is more on the hype for the Houston Texans in 2002.
You wanted a look that is timeless, not trendy. Our logo and colors should be consistent with other NFL teams, but we should be unique and true to Houston. You wanted an animal icon that is powerful and intimidating. I'm proud to stand in front of you today and say that we think we've achieved that goal. We hope that we've created a look for your new NFL team that you can be proud of. To introduce the 32nd team in the National Football League, we asked Commissioner Tagliabue and the great folks at NFL Films to produce a short video to portray the spirit you described. Let's see that video.
In the great state of Texas, there's a modern vision for success that is symbolized by the spirit of the bull. Like the proud people of Houston, the bull stands for strength, power, and independence. From the small towns to the big cities, these qualities are a Texas tradition, just like the game of football. The city of Houston, with its eyes on the future, is once again set to charge through the National Football League.
What is the spirit of the bull? It's the embodiment of the spirit of our people. At the heart is a five-pointed star that stands for pride, courage, strength, tradition, and independence. Collectively, these five traits form the spirit of the bull. These five words could only describe one thing: Texan. As Texans, we will reflect a distinctive and modern interpretation of the Texas state flag. On Sunday afternoons during the fall, we'll wrap ourselves in battle red, deep steel blue, and liberty white. And Houston will once again charge through the National Football League in search of glory for Houston and Texas and Texans everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm proud to be a Houstonian. And I'm proud to be a Texan. And so with great pride and anticipation, I introduce to you your Houston Texans.
There you have it, Bob McNair, a big surprise, right?
It was a little ambiguous at first. I didn't know. I thought maybe they were going to throw us for a loop, but here you see it, the uniform. Excuse me, I didn't say the uniform, the logo on the helmet, and there you got the T-shirt. It looks pretty good to me. I like what I see. I like the red, white, and blue.
He said that they're going to be in battle red, steel blue, and liberty white. Those are the colors that we're going to take into battle on Sunday afternoons. They're rocking here, and a lot of people weren't necessarily sure that they liked the Texans, but they sure love it here today.
I was going to say, timeless, not tacky, or not trendy, I should say. And the people did seem to really embrace this idea. They love their Texans, and they are back here in Houston for play beginning in 2002. Everybody seems elated with the decision.
They do indeed, and they talk about pride, courage, strength, tradition and independence as being all part of what's going on with the flag wrapping themselves in the battle flag, battle colors of red, and this is a great color, and I think everyone's going to be very happy.
Berserk if the television in the dome and the press box had an Astros game on, and the Astros weren't thrilled with Bud Adams' guys either. Now, for goodness sake, there seems to be harmony. Bob McNair, the most popular man in town, threw out the first pass of tonight's Astro game. Watch Drayton. He's got little Billy White shoes in him, I think. Unusual twist, something new. If you didn't know better, you'd think the Texans were playing this Sunday.
I tell you, my receiver did an outstanding job. I was really pleasantly surprised. We're tendering a contract to him.
In the tradition of the Houston Astros, we had to show we were champions. So the first athletic move by the new Houston Texans was a winning pass.
The festival-like atmosphere saw former South Carolina punter Billy Spires try on the new helmet. I'm guessing the next fly ball hit to him would be, well, it would turn into a fair catch. Only seems now we actually get to the game at hand.
Creative, I'll say that for you.
Great pride and anticipation, I introduce to you your Houston Texans.
Bob McNair of Class X says he's proud to be a Houstonian, proud to be a Texan, thus to the Texans, and this is their helmet. That's the look. What do you think, guys?
Well, I'd be proud of it, too, but I don't like a white helmet. Do you?
Well, I like the dark helmet, but I tell you what, it is a good-looking helmet, and I think it's really a tribute to the state of Texas and the city of Houston, and I hope they do well.
Well, that's too political. The truth of the whole matter is...
wait, I am a political
You're
guy.
a political guy?
I'm always trying to be politically correct.
Hey, the Houston Jerrys came in second, got a bunch of votes.
Yeah, they came
all
in
my
second.
friends down
The black and purple look was a close second to this, all right? They'll begin...
Thank you all so much for watching this video. And if you want to, please subscribe. We're really trying to grow in subscribers. And thank you all so much once again. God and the Lord bless. NFL Draft History is out.